CEO caught on kiss cam at a Coldplay concert, snuggling with his head of human resources.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Uh-oh, what?
Just 16 seconds. That's all it took to turn a powerful tech CEO into the internet's biggest joke.
Astronomer CEO Andy Byron has resigned.
The company Astronomer says that Andy Byron has now stepped down. Everybody's talking about the story.
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name.
Parodies and memes are flooding social media.
Oh, look at these two.
All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Uh-oh, what?
You've likely seen the clip. How could you miss it? One blink, and the world went from laughing to digging deep. And what they uncovered? It's way beyond an oops moment between coworkers. That man caught on the Jumbotron, his name is Andy Byron, CEO of a billion-dollar software empire. And the woman beside him, Kristen Kabat, head of his own HR department. But here's the kicker. They're not married. Not to each other, at least. And now, the entire world knows. The fallout has been brutal. Andy lost his job, his marriage is in pieces, and the company he built is spiraling into chaos.
The worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera, and he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed. It's like,
And all because of one viral camera shot at a concert? But what really happened behind the scenes? Who knew what? And when? And how deep does this scandal really go? Andy Byron is officially out as CEO of Astronomer. Just 3 days after the kiss cam chaos blew up online, the board pushed him out, fast. His resignation wasn't a surprise. It was a necessity. The company had no choice. Pete DeJoy, the co-founder, is now filling in as acting CEO while they scramble to find someone.
You do have to think about the children and the spouses. We're all laughing about it,
Yes.
but they're all families and stuff.
There are a lot of families.
Anyone to steady the ship. And what about Kristen Kabat? She's vanished from the office. She's been placed on indefinite leave, and yet her LinkedIn still proudly says Chief People Officer. But the company? Total silence. No statement, no clarity, nothing. And that silence, it's only fueling the fire.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see that.
Astronomer did post a public statement, but instead of fixing the damage, it made things so much worse. People saw right through it. Because how can anyone take it seriously when the very leaders of the company were caught breaking the exact rules they expect everyone else to follow? And let's be real, this wasn't just a messy moment. Behind the scenes, Astronomer was already crumbling. Inside Astronomer, things were spiraling and fast. Employees weren't just whispering, they were laughing. According to insiders, staff were passing around memes of their own boss trying to duck the kiss cam. One person even asked, how long had this been going on? That question, it hit hard, and it wasn't just the staff wondering. The damage spread beyond the office walls. Word is, even investors started pulling back. 2 major venture funds, rumored to have paused talks with Astronomer entirely. And just when it couldn't get any worse, it did. Astronomer quietly brought in outside lawyers for a full-blown internal investigation. That move? It screamed panic. One thing is crystal clear. They're racing to patch this up before it spreads like wildfire. But while the board was working overtime to save face, something far more personal was breaking down. And it was playing out in front of the world. Because just as the company's image was collapsing, Andy Byron's private life took a brutal, very public hit. Not long after the kiss cam clip went viral, Andy's wife, Megan, made her move. Quiet, but powerful, she wiped every trace of Andy from her social media. Then, she went fully offline. No posts, no explanation, just total silence. But the internet? They saw everything, and they did not stay silent. Within hours, TikTok, Twitter, and Reddit exploded with support for Megan. Thousands rallied behind her, calling her the real victim in this public mess. People flooded her old photos with messages like, "Queen, you deserved better, and leave him, sis." The message was loud and clear. Megan didn't just get cheated on, she got humiliated. And they weren't wrong. This wasn't some private affair. It was public betrayal, broadcast on a massive screen at a concert, captured in perfect HD for millions to replay.
I think that the actual star of this story, though, is Chris Martin, who decides, given an opportunity here, to let these people off the hook and just let the camera move along, to suggest explicitly that these people are either having an affair. I mean, seriously? You just throw the fans under the bus who paid their hard-earned money for these tickets?
And here's what makes it even more heartbreaking. Andy and Meghan have kids, 2 of them. While details about their family are limited, and they should be, for privacy, it's clear this is no longer just about office drama. A marriage has been shattered. A family is in pieces. As of July 21st, there's been no divorce filing in Massachusetts. Court trackers found nothing under either of their names. But insiders close to the situation say it's not if, it's when. And then there's Kristen Kabat. She wasn't single either. Reports now confirm that at the time of the concert, Kristen was also married. Public records show she bought a home earlier this year, with a man believed to be her husband, none other than the CEO of Privateer Rum. While he stayed out of the public eye, one thing's for sure. His world just got turned upside down too. This wasn't just one scandal. It was 2 families imploding at once, 2 marriages in flames, 2 careers teetering on the edge, and all because of one hug that refuses to die. But it didn't end there. What happened next proved exactly what everyone online knows. Once the internet smells blood, it doesn't back off. If Andy Byron thought quitting would cool things down, he seriously underestimated meme culture. This wasn't just drama anymore. It turned into a full-on internet circus. Nothing was safe. People were joking, editing, reenacting. Even mascots joined the chaos. That's right. 3 different sports team mascots started mocking the moment. From MLB's Philly Fanatic
Oh, look at these people. All right, come on. You okay? Oh, what?
to D-backs Baxter to the Savannah Bananas. Plus even SportsCenter. They all recreated the exact second Andy ducked away from the kiss cam, like he was dodging laser beams in a spy movie. The moment was iconic, for all the wrong reasons. Even Etsy couldn't stay out of the chaos. The moment Kiss Cam Karma went viral, searches skyrocketed. People started pumping out merch overnight, t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, all printed with that exact freeze frame of Andy and Kristen, caught in 4K straight from the Jumbotron. But Reddit went nuclear. This wasn't just memes anymore. It turned into a full-on forensic breakdown. People analyzed every tiny detail. The second Kristen turned her back, the angle of Andy's panicked squat.
Good call from the lead man there, because it turns out that they were, in fact, probably having an affair.
I feel bad for so many people involved in this. Like, Chris Martin is one of the sweetest guys. I'm a huge Coldplay fan. Like, really a genuinely sweet guy who's trying to do the world better. He's trying to showcase people having loving moments. And it sure looks like these 2 are in love, Kim. Very, very confident in such a public space. Yeah. You would think they're a couple, would you not, Kim?
Frame by frame. It was like the internet turned into CSI Kiss Cam edition. Some tried to defend Andy, saying it was just a private moment made public. But almost no one was buying that. This wasn't a secret message or a leaked text. It was live stadium footage, with 2 people acting like no one was watching, when literally everyone was. And let's be real, the internet lives for this. In 2025, when you cheat in public, you're not just risking a breakup, you're risking going viral. And once that happens, good luck fixing your reputation. This wasn't just an awkward hug caught on camera, it was a full-on public implosion. A CEO's marriage destroyed, a high-ranking HR officer exposed, and a billion-dollar company left spinning in the middle of a global internet storm. What began as a split-second moment turned into a viral disaster, a story about power, betrayal, and the brutal price of getting caught with the whole world watching. This whole story, it reminded everyone of something simple, but powerful. Even in a world run by tech, AI, and billion-dollar empires, basic human choices still matter. Because the truth is, cheating isn't just wrong, it's reckless. Especially when you're a leader, when people look up to you, when families, jobs, and reputations are on the line. And no, it was just a moment. Doesn't work when that moment is blasted across a 40-foot stadium screen and replayed millions of times online. Andy Byron didn't just let down his wife. He let down his employees. He shattered the values he claimed to stand for. Kristen Cabot didn't just bend the rules. She broke the very code she was paid to protect. Together, they didn't just start a scandal, they started a warning. A reminder that trust takes years to build and seconds to destroy. In the end, this was more than a viral kiss cam fail. It was proof that cheating, it's stupid, it's selfish, and it's just not worth it. So ask yourself, was it really worth 16 seconds?